Hi ladies and gents, how are you? Just wanted to show you. I do like a craft and nails type of channel at the moment, so I'm gonna mix the two in one. So I just made some press-on nails, and I've got some of them here. These are where they're all sitting, all the ones that I've made, and I thought they need a box to go in to look nice and pretty for when they do sell, if they ever sell. So, and the box that I got, I bought, you know, these boxes that you get from $2.20 for two, from the $2 shop. So they're only $1.10 each, and they are these wooden boxes. My only issue with that is it's only going to fit one row, and when I put the nails in, they're going to, I can cut out on a bit of paper and stick them down, but they're still going to look funny because they're going to be all the way down here, and I want them sitting more up. So I came up with this idea. So, being a crafter, I had to decorate it a little bit. I also do have a sticker that says Moon Dust Acrylics. When I was advertising for my acrylic nails, I was going to make my own acrylic powder, and I got little round stickers made. But since they're going to be press-ons and not acrylic, I won't use them, but it would have looked nice. You can print them from Vistaprint, little round stickers with a logo, and put them in the middle if you want. Okay, so this is what I got. Being a crafter, my little noggin thought of this. See the difference? See how it's sitting more up as to the bottom? Okay, and then, of course, you got 10 fingers. So because they couldn't all fit in this box, the other ones are down there. Ta-da! So, to all the crafters, I don't need to show you how to do this. It's common sense. But this is more driven to the ladies that aren't crafters and want to know how to do this. The ladies that are more into acrylics. So basically all you need is a bit of cardboard and common sense and creativity. Okay. Right, so let's start. So I needed something. Let's use this as a template. So I measured the box out to be honest with you, I started with the Roblox card because I've got lots of these leftovers, and I started folding it up a bit and kind of putting it in, and then I realised, it's just a little bit, otherwise it would have gone in. Just a bit too thick. So I used that as a guide to trace along. This is from an old manila folder, and so I used it to trace along there, and then I just thought, okay, I'll leave about 1.5 inches on each side to fold, and then to fold like this, see, and then it keeps it up. But then the next issue is they're going to have to put their hand in to lift it up to get it out. So if you're not a crafter and you don't have a circle punch, you can just use a pair of scissors. So I'm going to just make it as if from start to finish, with no guides or nothing. Alright, so let's go ahead. All right. So I'll just pretend I'm doing this for the first time. Okay. So common sense would tell me to measure it from the bottom like this. So I'll fold it like that as a guide. Right. And that's going to fit in. And then you want to leave about an inch on each side. So we'll cut it from here. I had my nails done the other day. I will never, ever, ever go back to that nail tech. She killed me. I'm not really happy. They're crooked. Like, can you see how crooked they are? Look, this one's going that way. That one's that way. That one's that way. That one's that way. And it fucking hurt. She was rough as guts. She's trying to tell me she needed to do it hard because they're long. Look, I've had nail techs do my nails, and this is the first time. It bloody hurt. So, but I didn't want to make her feel bad, so I just made out like I never went to a nail tech before, and I'm not used to it because that's the type of person I am. But anyway, I paid 150 Australian. Yeah, look how thick that bloody acrylic is. You can see the clear. Jesus Christ. Yeah, not happy. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, go to your $2 store and get yourself some boxes and give it a go. So now I'm just gonna see where the bend is, just playing around with it. It needs to be cut a bit more because it's not going in, you know. Better not to cut little by little each time, because if you cut one big piece, you know what I mean, you're kind of screwed. You need to get another piece. There we go, that's fitting in nice. There we go. And then you want to figure out how high. You want it a bit more down, because especially if you're going to have blings and stuff like that, so you want it to be at least that much down. So in order to do that, all you have to do is cut the bottom bits. Hold on, just trying to figure that out. So just okay, so that. Perfect. Okay. All right. So now we're going to cut these down a little bit to give it the room it needs. So we'll just start off with a little bit at each time. So see how there's a bit of about a quarter of an inch in height. So let's take some nails and try it out and see how we go. These are some I made the other day, so let's see how it kind of, that it goes a little bit over, but that's okay because there's a bit of height on there. So we'll close the box, and that closes fine, so I think that's okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, so the next step is we want to be able to put a half circle so the client can stick their finger in and pull it out. And if you want to be pedantic about it, on the other side that's not visible, turn it over like that. Of course, you're not going to do it on those sides, you're going to do it on this side. And just draw a little half a circle in the middle. Jeez. There we go, just roughly, you know. And I'm just cutting just over. It's on the other side, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. See, it's going to be like that. Alright, and then you're going to put it in like that. There we go. So when your client goes to open their box, there we go, you've got the height, and then they can just lift that up. What you're going to actually do is pre-warn them that there's a set on the bottom and to lift up. So what you could even do is put like a little note in there saying your other set is on the bottom, is underneath. Please put finger into the half circle to lift up to reveal the rest of your nails. Yeah, put finger in half circle, lift up to reveal the remainder of the nails. You know what I mean? Or if you don't want that messing up your little presentation, you could just put it on a little note to the side or whatever. Okay. Alright, so the next step after that is you want to get some double-sided tape and put it along there. You don't necessarily need to put washi tape. I just did it because I think it looks cute, but it's not necessary. If you don't have washi tape, you know, you can use any kind of pattern paper or anything. You know, for instance, get a strip of, I'll use some of this. There we go. There. And I'm going to put it up near, instead of halfway in the middle. The reason why I'll show you. This is through trial and error. When you go to stick it down, if you just stick it then and put it in the middle, the double-sided tape hasn't got much to hold on if you're just sticking side to side, but if you stick it around like this, it's got more to hold onto, because not only is it side to side, but it's the top bit as well. But in order to stick it like that, if you're going to have it in the middle, see, it's going to come off the end and you won't have room. So that's why that needs to come up a bit more so it can stick like that. See? Instead of it being in the middle, it's a little bit more up, depending on how big. See, this would have to come up a bit more than that because these are shorter. So the shorter they are, you can afford to go more down, but the longer the nails, you have to come up a bit. So now I'm just going to use my glue stick to stick that down. And depending on the type of set is how you can decorate it. Like this one was really kind of orangey, colourful, so I decorated it orange with a little paper flower. This one is a little bit more elegant, so I probably use more of a nude look, I suppose. And just cut that off there. Alright, there we go. And so now when I put that double-sided tape, it's going to kind of camouflage with that, see? It just looks nicer. Presentation, you know. Yeah. So these can be bought from any Kmart store in Australia, any variety store, $2 store. Okay, make sure you give it a good kind of press down. Pick out the nails. I'm going to pick out the nails I made the other day. Alright. See how I'm pressing them down. You know, if you wanted them to be extra stuck on, you can even get another strip and put it in the middle or down on the bottom, but one's enough. So that's the top done, and now you're just going to measure out for the bottom bit, and that's easy. You know, you just use this as a guide. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna use that as a guide. do the little half circle. I should have outlined that a bit, shouldn't I? Doesn't matter, it's the bottom one. And you know, just to speed things up a bit, I won't do the other little thing. I'll just use the just quickly grab another 5, any 5. See what I mean? They don't stick well like that, but when you put it around that bit, they stick better. I'll just do any 5. I should have probably done that one first. So we'll get our box. So that goes. That goes on the bottom. And that, oh, it's not sitting flush, see? So it needs to be cut a little bit. On the side. There we go. So that way, you know, let's hope that I don't already have fingernails like mine, but anyway, there we go. Maybe we could have, with this one as well, done it with little sides. Do you know what I mean? To help it sit up a bit. just leave it for now. But yeah, perhaps we could have done that with that as well. Anyway, so that goes down, and then that, and then you could have your glue and your other little whatnots, which is a better idea to have 2 of these maybe, so you can have your glue underneath that, and put that on top, like that. There we go, done. So considering this set was all party, this one I did today, isn't that cute? The big bling, and I glued that onto this kind of lolly one, which I think was cute, and that, I love that as well. And I made these ones yesterday. These are like the sweater type nails. So these are both for sale, and if anyone buys either one, I'll make the other hand. I didn't see the use in making the other hand. I thought, well, if anyone buys it, then I'll make the other one. Yeah, so it's got some cute little bling, some sweater designs, and so if anyone's interested in buying these, yeah, maybe leave a comment below. I'm also on Instagram, Moondust Acrylics on Instagram. You can also DM me over there. So anyway, so this one being colourful, I kind of decorated that colourful. So if I have to look at this one, I'm thinking I'll find something pinky with a cute little pinky flower. So being a crafter, of course I've got that brown cat. I think this flower would go nice. And I'll just find some pretty pink kind of paper to put on top. I even thought of going all out with lace and all that, but I don't think the client would really appreciate it if they're not a crafter. It's probably not worth the hassle. How cute is that? Oh wow. Right, and it even says love. Let's see if we can use that. Really like that. I want to fit the butterfly in and the flower. Here we go. believe Harrison on Married at First Sight. What a prick. Just because his girlfriend says, I'm tired of this, I want to go home. His insecurity takes it to mean she wants to leave him, but she didn't mean it that way. She probably meant she wants to go home, but not without him. But his insecurity took it to mean without him, and he basically dumped her. Anyway, it's Married at First Sight for anyone who's not in Australia. Alright, so there we go. Isn't that lovely? And I was even thinking it doesn't even need the flower. It's so pretty. But me being a crafter, I could even probably pop the flower in like that, couldn't I? Wow. It's a good idea, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? So there's a little box. And if you really wanted to, you could have, you know, put some flat back powder. I'll just put it on that bottom bit. I won't go all the way around. Yeah, so I could advertise it as beautifully presented in your own custom made box. There we go. And could even put a bit of lace down there, but I think that's good enough. Isn't that cute? Your own little altered little boxes. There we go. And then there's the other one down there. But geez, I don't like that. How it's not. But let me just quickly show you how easy it is just to add little legs to this. So and I'm not going to go all the way through, just enough to score it. Fold it in half. So there we are. You can just fold it in half. I'm just showing off. It's a crafter in me. I do have a scoreboard, but I can't be bothered. Alright, so on one side, I'm just going to glue one side. There we go. How easy is that? Just give it a quick little. Yeah. So where's the box? Okay, so now that's our bottom one. So remember that has to be a lot shorter than that because that has to be on the bottom. So that's your bottom one. So that would be a lot easier to get to now. Oh, sugar, hold on. Have to make sure, you know, it fits. So what I'm going to do is I'm moving it along, which quickly fold that down and cut it where it's slightly sticking over. See what I'm doing? It's a little bit too, it's not sitting nicely. There we go. Perfect. There we go. So now it's not going to be much of a hassle getting it up, you know, it's not flat. So that's better. That goes like that, and then that goes on top of it. Just have to make sure it kind of fits in over the other one, you know. Which means this one has to be, so it's all trial and error, has to come in more, that way these ones can fit in better, if you know what I'm saying. There we go. See how there's more space on the sides? Yeah, that way these ones can sit in more flush. Yep. There we go. But I don't like it's too high. We'll take it down a bit. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. That's better. Yeah. So it took me about 2 hours to make it. So with materials and everything, I come to a price of 78 Australian dollars. You know, you have to think of your time. Yeah. So 2 hours, you want to put at least 25 Australian dollars on it. And then your materials and stuff like that. It's not cheap using your base coat and then 2 coats of the gel and then all these. Do you know what I mean? It adds up. So that is so awesome. And they will really appreciate it. And under here, you can put your glue and your whatnots. The glue would be tiny, probably as thick as this, if I had to guess. I would just say that's pretending to be the glue and the little file, and then, do you know what I mean? Like, how could they not love it? It's going to be absolutely so stunning. stinking cute. I was even thinking you could even probably attach them somehow. No. That's such a good idea, isn't it? I'm like so proud of myself that I thought of that. Because originally I bought these for that reason, and I looked at them and I said, oh, I can't use these. The nails are going to look silly. This was before I made the little thing to keep them up. I go, it's going to look silly. And the nails, you can't, you know, how are they going to fit? See? What an awesome idea. Totally awesome. I know I'm patting myself on the back a bit too much, but I've managed to combine my crafts and my nails, and it got me out of my little depression funk, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, which one do you like? Do you like the elegant, or do you like the colour and the bling? Which one's your favourite? Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.